Nyarko.
Oh wow, you said my name.
I said it right? I kid you not. As soon as I hit restart, my computer shut down.
Ooh.
And then once you get that started, that rhythm started, then it all starts flowing. And you're like, wow, we got something here.
Now you want to talk about it now?
Talk about the album?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
So what's your favorite song though?
Oh, my favorite song. Favorite song. Okay. Favorite song. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. It's between these two, Mystery and Dreaming.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Mystery. Okay. Mystery is like, it's like soothing, it's soft, but at the same time, it's very, very, what's the word? Ambient and full. But Dreaming is sort of like, it's kind of like smooth, but it still gives you that nice chill effect. I guess it depends on the day, you know what I'm saying?
What does your favorite
I'd go Mystery. Just because Mystery, the melodies came to me like all at once. It was very cool. It was very cool making that.
Okay. Which of the song was the hardest to make?
Oh, dang. Okay, let me pull up the list so we can have it here to see. Mm-hmm. Okay, hardest song to make. Into Motion. That's the first song. It's the first song and it's 6 minutes.
Wow.
It's 6 minutes because it has so many transitions and it's like 3 songs integrated in one.
Wow.
Yes, that was the hardest. It started off as a completely different song. Mm-hmm. I actually have the folder on my computer still. It was called Forever. And it had that same intro, the dun dun dun. It had that same intro, but I took a lot of those melodies and I completely changed the chord progression. So it's like I kept some parts of that, then I made a new one, and then I pushed them together. And then at the end of that, I had another idea, and I was like, okay, let me add this onto that too. So that was pretty hard to do because my computer's not that good anymore. What was I saying? Okay, the fact that I was able to bring all those different songs together and it came into a completely new piece, I think that was the coolest part. So that's why I would say that's the hardest.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you take to make the album? How long?
Are we talking?
Can I answer it?
No.
When you started it, the first one to the last part.
You see, I didn't have the idea of the album. I had songs ready, but I didn't have the idea. Okay. So the first song that was ready, well, not ready, but like I had started, it's called Ethereal Waters. Now it's called Ethereal Waters. The thing is, I go through like this process of names, and if you go through my files list, like it'd be hard to find some of my music because I've changed the name so many times. Okay. So at first it was called Perfect because when I first heard the lead, it sounded perfect to me, and I was like, perfect. And then it evolved, and then I got to a point where I didn't know what to call it. And then I was like, I want something dealing with ethereal, the idea of being ethereal, something like heavenly. And I also want the idea of like waters because there's a certain lead in the song that gives you like an aquatic feel. It goes like, yeah, if you listen to it, you definitely hear it. And I was like, how can I bring these two parts and come up with a name for that? And I was like, okay, let me just put the words together. And as an artist, that's what you can do a lot of times. You can just put stuff together and call it a masterpiece. And it worked out to me. And anyways, I keep diverging off topic. So basically what I'm saying, that song started last year. Oh no, 2019. 2019.
Wow.
Late 2019. I want to say like November. Maybe earlier than that. But the thing is that I have a song like that ready, right? But I never decide to put it as part of a project. So it's kind of just sitting there.
Oh, okay.
So when I finally decided to do the project, like, and really focus on putting songs together, that was like April, March, yeah, March, April, when we first got into quarantine, I'd say.
So that's cool though. That's really cool. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know much about music, so I'm trying to. Do you know this? I think this is the first album I've listened to where it has this kind of a different sound and everything. You know, kind of. I don't know what sound you call it though, but it's different. Most of the kind of the peaceful song that I listen, it's only piano only. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite nice, you know. That's intriguing. So you add some mist to it, you know.
I like that. That's like a compliment to me.
Yeah.
To know that it doesn't sound like, you know, like your typical musician creating and producing music. Like my goal is to bring in different elements of music that I've heard already and make it my own. So I don't like to just copy what other people are doing. That's something that I really don't. I focus a lot trying not to do. So yeah, that's definitely a compliment. Appreciate it.
So if you're doing that, so what kind of genre are you gonna say put this kind of music in it?
That's the worst thing when I'm uploading the album. And I got everything ready. I got the cover ready. I got the audio files ready. I got the graphics ready. Everything's ready. And then I'm sitting there. What genre is this music? And the distributor that I have has like a couple selections. And then there's one I came across. It's called New Age music. It's kind of kind of spiritually based, but I don't consider it that part of the aspect, like natives and Judaism, and like, I don't want to say like hippie views, but it's like some deep stuff. So it's like, I would say it's right on the edge of being that. From an audible like point of view, not necessarily the message or the belief. Because if you look it up, it'll say reincarnation, astrology, psychics, like weird stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's definitely not what it is. But what I was most intrigued about it is that it's described as ambient, but it can integrate different styles of like hip hop and jazz and R&B, and I feel like that's right where it sits.
Okay.
It's like a hybrid almost. If I could make my own genre, I would. That
would be cool though. That would be cool.
It would. Yeah, I felt like that was the closest to it.
Yeah. So when you're making the music, are you trying to tell a story, or you just, you know?
Am I trying to tell a story?
Yeah, or are you just trying to say something?
Usually, I'm just expressing what I felt at the moment of making it. Okay. So, for Sunshine, which is one of my tracks, it's more like an upbeat feeling. So at that point in time, one thing about me is I don't like making music when there's like lights everywhere. You know, like when it's bright outside, I don't like that. I like it like nice, cloudy, dim, you know, really chill looking. Even when it's like raining, I like it when it's raining. But when I made Sunshine, it was like it's like a whole different vibe came to me, and my hands were like, I gotta like feel some type of rhythm. And then I was like, okay, let me see if I can come up with something. So I come in here, and maybe I can get a piano here. I came in here, and I was like, hold up, this piano's weird to me. And then once you get that started, that rhythm started, then it all starts flowing, and you're like, wow, we got something here. So then you start hearing the bass line, and then the drums, and then you can hear the leads on top, and then you're like, wow, all of that from just a feeling that I got, you know? So it's not necessarily just, yes, bro, thank you. Who's that? Is it? Oh, that's Scott. Scott, yes, bro. I can't make music in the light when it's like bright everywhere. It messes up the mood. But anyways, that was something that I find interesting, is how Sunshine is all about being bright and stuff, but I made it in more like a chilled zone that was influenced by a feeling, an upbeat feeling, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, anyway, I now know that you and your friend are vampires. They only do music in the night.
Yes, right. Have to.
So with the music, right? So if I can challenge you guys again, like I challenged you last time, I challenge you guys to make a classical music that is different from every classical music.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you link with us, right?
Uh-huh.
And then maybe you give us sort of your take, your idea. Mm-hmm. And then maybe I can take it somewhere further.
Okay.
In a direction that you might like, or it might be bad. I don't know.
No. Well, it might be good because you are pretty good at it. I'm not really into music. I listen to music. I listen to every genre of music, I listen to rock, reggae, hip hop, classical music, jazz, everything. So, but like some part of music I know is really complicated for people who have that genius mind to understand. And I don't understand. I can sit here and criticize music, but I can't even make one sound, Me, I don't know anything. So I congratulate you guys, but I just feel like, sometimes, if you're more talented, you have to challenge yourself,
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I like it, and I want you to write some music where you tell a story, where you tell a story, and let it be in an abstract, like the way you do, because all your music are abstract. You have to really, really listen to it, and you have to interpret it in a way. That's me, though. I have to interpret music in a way I feel like, because music is all about emotions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like the way you want it, maybe a nice, cool music. I know you already done it.
Okay. Let me show you this then. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, listen to this part especially.
That's what I'm talking about. That's perfect. Man, you are blessed. You are talented. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what?
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you know what, Paul?
Yeah.
You can listen to that on Spotify, Apple Music, and Deezer.
What name is it? Because then
this new album, Illumination, it's called Interlude Sparrows.
Okay, Interlude Sparrows. Okay. That one, don't change the name. I like the name.
I knew you liked that one.
Yeah, I like the name. Yeah. Well, I can't wait for you to also play the jazz though. Do the jazz with Kevin.
Yeah. We have a lot to do, honestly. Because I'll be going to college soon. So we need to get.
I forgot it. Hey, you got the college.
You gotta do some work. Okay, so we hit 700 subs. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. We have to make it platinum, yo.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody share with everybody, really.
Yeah. Jason, the producer.
Why you keep saying that, bro?
What? You don't like it?
Producer in the making.
Producer. Well, you already, because you made an album. How many? Do you know there are big time musicians who still make mixtape?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
you make an album. Some people, how many big time people have even one album? They all have single. Do you know Wizkid recently did an album? So that I think that's his second album. He's a big time, but he made 2 albums only. So
I love working. Honestly, like this past quarantine, I've just been loving. Well, I shouldn't say love, but what happened right before I released this album today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have my computer open. The stream that you saw today, I was finishing up that. I finished editing it. I was exporting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's about an hour long. And I was like, I just finished uploading all the other tracks, and I was like, okay, let me just restart my computer real quick. I kid you not, as soon as I hit restart, my computer shut down. Computer shut down. It did not come back up for about 5 minutes. Then it came back up, and it says Windows is running diagnostics, and Windows is doing some system repair, but it's not a repair, because if you check the system data, there's no issue in your system. It's just Windows not wanting to respond for whatever reason. And people told me this was an update issue, which is not the first time Windows has messed up updates, right? It finally loads some type of screen, right? And it's called the blue screen, and it's the system restore.
Mm-hmm.
And it will allow you to run an automatic system repair.
Yeah.
That, once again, Windows, it's a pointless method and it doesn't do anything. So I ran it like 3 times. It did nothing, and it's like a loop. So you hit it, it goes back running diagnostics, trying to fix Windows, and then it says Windows sees no problem.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it says Windows cannot repair your issue. So at that point, I had to give up that method. I went in the command prompt, tried some YouTube tutorials. You know, the YouTube tutorials. None of those worked. And then I did a system restore, didn't work. And I was like, at a certain point, I was like, there's no way this is happening right before I have to release this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Why would this happen? I've been meaning, and the thing is, I hadn't backed up my drive in a long time.
Wow.
Well, all the work I've been doing recently was not backed up. And I've been meaning to do it after the album. I was going to do all of this after the album. And now I can't even upload the album. I'm thinking, wow, all the work and effort that I had put into it can really be lost right now.
Yeah.
So, very scary moment, but you just had to pray for it. I knew this was an attack of the enemy, because there's no way this would just happen today.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a sheer coincidence. And, you know, I updated my computer maybe 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely very suspect.
Yeah.
But hey, we got it fixed finally. I had to get a USB and install Windows like the old way, basically. You gotta plug it in, and then it said you have to delete all your old files.
Really?
Yes. It said you have to delete all your old files if you want to reinstall Windows. So I have no option from Windows to reinstall Windows. And the only option I have is going to erase everything.
Oh my goodness.
This was all last night. All last night.
Wow.
So, last solution, I watched another YouTube video. And the guy, he said, just tell it to delete the data, but mount the drive in a way that it doesn't get formatted, which basically it's like it won't wipe. If you pick a very specific point, it won't wipe this part.
Mm.
And I tried that. Lastly, this process took 6 hours.
Wow.
No, just the final process. Before this, I had been spending the whole day doing it.
Wow.
So I spent the whole day, and then this final process was going to take 6 hours. So this was all or nothing. It was either going to wipe my whole computer, or it was going to save my files. A very select point of my files. So we finished. I finished like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I updated, and I checked Windows. I load Windows. I was talking to Cortana for like 30 minutes before they would let me in the system. I finally get in the system. Open File Explorer. Go to my user. My user is called Test because last year I almost lost all my data again. And this guy had to go in and he renamed my file Test. And right on time, my files are all returned back to their original order.
Wow.
Just as if they could have been wiped away. They're all there, perfectly intact, no corruption. All I had to do was copy and paste it to my new account.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
And then, like, this is the stuff that I have to do. But at the same time, it felt even more satisfying, if you know what I'm saying, to have that scare and then see that God is going to come through for it anyways. And the whole time I was thinking, this is a scary moment, but I know God, whatever God has planned for this is going to happen, and there's nothing that will stop it. And you know, it was just crazy to see all of that happen. I haven't slept since last night.
Wow.
I didn't sleep at all last night. I slept about an hour this morning, 6 to 7. That was the point where my album was exporting to YouTube. So I let it export for a while, and then I got it like a quick nap. But other than that, I've slept an hour in the last 30-something hours. I don't feel tired at all. So, I mean, it's really just miraculous how it all worked out tonight.
Yeah, that's a miracle.
It is.
So there's a miracle. Jason, the producer.
Jason, the producer.
Yeah. Okay, that would be a privilege for me to listen to Unreleased.
Look up. This is my music file, basically.
Wow.
These are all my projects that I've worked on.
Yeah.
This is the album files. Here's the audio. All the audio's there. We got the promo videos, graphics. There's actually a lot of stuff I haven't released in here. But we'll see. It might come out soon. You have to just stay tuned on Instagram.
Okay. So who shoot your video for you? You shoot it yourself?
Oh, that's interesting. You say that. Okay, so half of it is shot by me, half of it is shot by my mom, and then Oh no, I should say like a quarter shot by my mom and a quarter shot by Kristen. So they share like a half.
Wow.
Hey, if it's okay, I'm gonna post the Q&A's portion that we did earlier, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, for sure. I'll be saying live Q&A on IG featuring Paul Nyarko.
Oh wow, you said my name.
I said it right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right. Little bit.